Meanwhile, heavy fighting erupted in Somalia today as African Union-backed Somali soldiers launched an offensive against the remaining al-Shabaab militants in Mogadishu. Somali officials say soldiers from the AU mission in Somalia have seized control of several of al-Shabaab's strategic bases. The AU peacekeeping force has maintained control over most of Mogadishu since al-Shabaab abandoned its fixed positions in the city last August. But peacekeepers have been unable to stop the militants from carrying out a series of bombings and guerrilla-style attacks.
And now for more insight into the security and humanitarian situation in Somalia, we're joined by Harun Maruf of VOA Somali Service. Welcome to In Focus, Harun.
Thank you.
Now, we know that today's onslaught on al-Shabaab was an attempt by TFG to really, a final push of al-Shabaab out of Mogadishu. Give us a sense of why has it become so difficult to get the last of al-Shabaab out of Mogadishu?
Mogadishu is a big city. It has a lot of buildings and it has been a battleground for 20 years. In August, al-Shabaab actually vacated their main positions, but they never left the city completely. So early hours of today, the TFG forces as well as African Union troops launched these final offenses. Now they can claim that they control completely the city. But does that mean the attacks on the TFG and AMISOM will stop? No, al-Shabaab still controls most of the southern regions of Somalia.
And that brings us to the other question. Al-Shabaab is being fought also from the north by the Ethiopian troops, from the south by the Kenyan military. From what you hear, is al-Shabaab being squeezed out of their positions up to this moment?
It's still too early. The Ethiopians have captured it 21 days ago, to be precise, a town in central Somalia. It's expected eventually they will move south. They might not reach Mogadishu. But in the farther south, Kenyan troops have intervened in Somalia in October, but that offensive has hit stagnant. It's not moving anywhere. They are launching airstrikes, but these airstrikes have targeted some civilians. Al-Shabaab is waiting to turn the public opinion against the Kenyan offensive, and then they want to take advantage of that.
And talking about the common people, today marks the 6 months since famine was declared in Somalia. What is the situation, the humanitarian situation on the ground from what you're hearing?
The situation has eased massively. There was massive international aid into Somalia by donor communities as well as individual countries, such as Turkey, which took over feeding camps in Mogadishu and fed hundreds of thousands of people. Now the other relief is that some rain is pouring in southern Somalia, and the major rainy season is still ahead in April. So a lot of people are going back to their farmland, hoping that the situation will be different. But the most surprising issue is that also some Somali refugees are coming back from Kenya back into Somalia, because they are saying the security situation in the refugee camps in Kenya is not that different from Somalia.
And this is ironic here because there have been attacks in those camps in Dadaab. Harun, thank you very much for your insights. That's Harun Maruf of VOA's Somali Service. Thank you for joining us.